Hey folks, we are live a little bit early just to get everybody on. I'm just going to get Tony Dolan on first. Here we go. So today on the show, we are going to Ecuador. Steve Grimmett, he is in Ecuador. He was on tour, lost his leg, he had an infection. The insurance company will not pay for the medical costs. Medical costs have been escalating because he can't leave. So let me just everybody, we're just gonna relax here a little bit. I'm just gonna get everybody on because there's some links I have to send. We're going to Tony in the UK. We're going to Millie and Steve in Ecuador. So if you see me turn my head like this and that, I'm just sort of preparing. If you guys have any questions, if you have any donations, I have the donations page open, by the way, and if you want to put in a donation right now, I will read your name, and if you want, if you don't want, it's all good, and I'll say a message. I won't read your donations because that should be private, but I could read, your name and the message. So let's get Tony. Tony's coming on. First of all, I'd like to know, can everybody hear me out there? You guys, can you hear me? And just so you know, I'm juggling. I got 2 monitors here, 1 monitor there. Waiting for Tony Dolan to jump on. And it starts at, by the way, it starts at 1. I just have everybody. Tony, are you there yet? We're going to get Millie at, it just takes a little time here. Be patient, be patient. In the meantime, everybody here, you can look at this. And just a quick little note on this. I've said this before on the show. I bought this album probably when I was, 15 years old, when it first came out, probably a year after it came out. And I had no idea what the songs were on this album. I just bought it because I like the cover. That's what you do at 15. You just buy things because you like the cover. So I put all my little change together, went to buy to go, this looks cool. Put it on, I loved it. I mean, I love metal at the time too, right? Of course, it was a little bit different than today, the metal, but this is what I love. Waiting for Tony. So, yes, greetings from Honduras. Perfect. Can you hear me? Yes, I can, watching here in Chile. So we have South America online. Anybody in Europe? Anybody in the States? Lion's Heart rules. Yes, they do. That was a band that Steve was in, I guess before the reunion of Grim Reaper, right? It's probably was in the 90s. Was it in the 90s? I think Lion's Heart was in the 90s. Waiting for Tony. Going to get Millie as well, but I'd like to get Tony on prior. Tony is actually in McDonald's in the UK. So he's working between working, and then he's got to do some sort of band thing. So as you know, Tony is the bassist for Venom Inc. Pick up their album. They have a new album coming out, by the way, in a documentary. And in the meantime, let me show you some of this here. It's not 1 o'clock, by the way, yet. So we can still chit chat, test out the audio, test out the video. Here, signed copy by Steve Grimmett. I bought it. They didn't give it to me. I bought it. And when I met him in Montreal, Canada, he signed it for me. Here's a cool compilation, See You in Hell, on CD. Of course, I can't play my vinyl in my car. If only. And Fear No Evil. That's a cool little combination there. I'm going to see what's holding Tony up. 1 minute. Got to get Millie on as well. Let us send the link again to Tony. Tony's having problems. It's going to be tough because we're looking at UK and Ecuador. I mean, I don't know what the connection's going to be like that. I hope it's not bust. What Millie's told me, I guess the past week, is that they only have 20 minutes of Wi-Fi a day. So if she just like goes right out, then we lose her. Okay, still waiting for Tony, waiting for Millie. Hopefully they can go on. And how this Google Chat works is you take the link to the Hangout and you send it to the person who wants to be on, and they click on that hyperlink. And if you don't have the right apps, it just doesn't work. Oh, there's Tony. There's the man. All right, Tony.
Hey, online at last.
Hey, brother, what's happening?
Hey, good. Everything's good.
Yeah, Tony, do me a favor. Can you flip your camera to rectangular mode? Sort of instead of portrait, you go rectangular, so this way people can see the whole. See your, flip it this way. Flip it this way. Your camera, your phone. That's it. There we go. Now we could smell McDonald's and look at McDonald's. So what'd you have today?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Can everybody hear Tony well?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You gotta love that, you know, that McDonald's Wi-Fi. All right, we're waiting for Millie now. In the meantime, like I told everybody, in the YouTube chat, I'm gonna take right now for all you people who want to donate, I'm gonna take the link for the donation and I'm gonna put it in the YouTube chat right here. You shall see this.
Good.
If anybody clicks on that, and let me go to me. If anybody clicks on, I just put in the chat of the YouTube video that you're watching, right? If you're still watching from somewhere else, you probably won't see it. You have that link, click on it, and you can donate. You could use, it takes all credit cards, all major credit cards. And, you know, I put $50. It's $50 American, by the way. So for me, that's like $1,000 Canadian. But whatever it is, right? Look, I put my money where my mouth is. I know this money is going directly to Steve and Millie and to help them. They have escalating medical costs. They are trapped, and not trapped, but stranded Ecuador. You cannot leave when your leg has just been amputated. You can't get on a chartered flight. You can't get on sit-in coach when your leg is trying to heal. At those high altitudes, you know, the leg is going to, the infection will not heal. So there's some serious issues. And not only do they need the money now to just get home, he can't get home. He's been there for almost 3 weeks on 3 surgeries. He can't get home. And when he gets home, then he's got to go through prosthetic legs. Then he has to go get a wheelchair. Who knows if the government will pay for that? Then there's, of course, the government does pay for a lot of hospital or medical costs, but there are always those hidden costs. I mean, is all of the prosthetic leg, and also a car. I mean, he can't drive. It's his right leg. So he has to revamp his car, pay for that, and I'm sure that's not covered. He's got to restructure the landscape of his home to live with one leg, right? So let's just see. Let me just see if, Tony, do you have anything to say? Like, as I look and try to get Millie online, do you have any words to say there, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, underlining everything you said, and those are the problems that we see coming for him and for Millie. And, you know, the idea is just released an album, and they were halfway through a tour promoting that album. So, you know, for this to happen, it's his income's been severely capped, you know, because they now lost the rest of the tour. You know, the promotion of the album. So, you know, he now has to be stuck there, and they hopefully have to wait to get him home. And that, you know, he can't go straight out and tour again. And he has to deal with the, like you say, Jim, he has to deal with the fact that he has one leg now and all those implications. Steve's a trooper. He's going to carry on, and he's, you know, promising everybody fans, and he will do it, and we'll help everywhere we can. But I think right now, I think to show a strong community, to show the care that we're all one thing across the planet, is to let's give something. If you can give $1, great. If you can give 10, better. If you can give anything, you know, we're supporting him. All the funds that we're going to raise, from live shows to what we're about to do, to everything, is going straight to those guys, the record companies, the licensing companies, everybody's supporting this. And he's one of us. It's like, you know, you never leave a man down, and we don't intend to. So let's all get together and let's support him, show him that we're all one community. If it was any one of us You know, my band, we support cancer charities and everything else. So it's not about going, you know, well, they're rock stars, or this is a singer, but I'm just a guy who, I don't know, does a regular job. And if it was me, they wouldn't care. Yes, we would care. If we knew it was you and we could do something to help, we'd absolutely do it. So please, let's show them how much we love the whole scene that's meant so much to us. And to someone like Steve, who's dedicated his life to his art and to his fans. And we can do this, and we can help them.
Yeah. Steve, Tony, I'd like to mention one thing. I want everybody to know that the connection in Ecuador is very weak. We might get 1 minute with Steve. So that's the message I got. So we're going to make that minute count and give him our big announcement that we want to say, okay?
Sure.
A huge shout out to Paula Hogan, who is I guess works at Manic Music Online PR.
Yeah.
She's the one who started up the donations page that now it's up to something like $10,500. Still not enough.
Amazing. It's amazing, incredible.
Yeah, Paula did a fantastic job at pushing that out. I know, Tony, you know, you're working behind the scenes, working on something. I know Neil Turbin is behind the scenes from Deathriders. He's working on stuff. I know Sy Keeler is behind the scenes working on stuff, and we're going to talk about that if we can get Steve and Millie online. I don't know what the what the issue is. It could be, a Wi-Fi issue, but we will. We'll fundraise. In the meantime. Here we go. Let me show you, Tony, what I showed everybody else. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is, my friend. This is the thing that started it all. See You in Hell. Dead on Arrival. So many great tunes. New wave of British heavy. That's why I'm wearing my Raven shirt here today. Because it's a new wave of British heavy metal. And Tony, I know you know a lot about that, being in Venom Inc. And I showed everybody this too. Here's the new album. Pick it up. I mean, if you don't want to make a donation and you just want to buy yourself a cool, great sounding CD, I mean, it's phenomenal, this CD. I love it. I play it on a regular basis in my car. And again, if you can't find the link to the donations page, then all you have to do is in Google type in Steve Grimmett donations, and boom, it'll be right there. There's only one. Greetings from Northern Ireland. Do you want to say something, Tony? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, that's actually a great way. If you feel that you're just giving money to some guy and you want something back initially, then buy the album. His new album's out, and it's a great piece of music. It's a piece of heritage. It's a piece of history, and it's a great way to donate. You're right, Jim. Well said. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I mean, I was at a show, and I go, Steve, I want to buy a T-shirt. And they go, we have none left. I go, what's going on? So you know what I'll do? I'll just buy it online. There you go. At the show, they only had white ones left, and nobody wants the white ones. But all the great black ones, there's some cool shirts, and you can get yourself a great shirt online. Or, if you like white ones, buy a white one for all. It's just not a very metal thing. Absolutely. Actually, I made these Metal Voice shirts that were white, and nobody wanted them. So I just kind of oh well.
Brilliant. But that's it. That's another thing. Just look for anything Grim Reaper. If you want to do that, you get a cool piece of kit, and it's a donation, and it's a way to give back to help us and help Steve and Millie too. So.
But you know what? What I'll do? What I'll do in the meantime, as we wait for Millie, because I don't want to waste time. I want people to donate. I mean, this is not a telethon. I realize that, but I still want to see if people could, and it's just been amazing, by the way. I'd like to see the love. I mean, there are just so many people. Look at this. 1 minute ago, Chris Johnson donated. Is that incredible or what? So, and his message.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
More for you to get better. So phenomenal. Thank you very much, Chris Johnson.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Donate.
Thank you very much.
Donate. The phones are ringing.
Good.
Operators are on standby. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so I just got a message. I'll be on shortly, just sorting out Steve's drips. Okay, so again, everybody, Steve is in the hospital.
Right now.
And I'll give the story to the people who don't know the story. Steve is diabetic. He had an ulcer, some sort of infection, but it was healed before he went on tour. And I guess while on tour in Ecuador in South America, the infection got worse, or it came back, we'll say. Now, the insurance companies, those insurance companies found some sort of clause saying that if you perform, if you're publicly facing like a performer, then we won't pay you. So they found a loophole not to pay him. These guys, they bought insurance, health insurance. So when he tours, if something happens to him, they'd be okay. But they're not paying. They are not paying. Those damn insurance companies are not paying. So it's up to the metal community, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
and everyone else to help out. And like you said,
Yeah.
Tony, do you have anything to say about anything else? What's going on?
I mean, about what we're doing, or shall we wait for those guys, or do you want me to drop some bombs?
I don't think we should drop we'll drop one bomb. This bomb you don't know about, okay? Since we have time, and we could even say it again to Steve. So this is the bomb I'm going to drop. There is a show in Steve's hometown, and it's Brian Keane who's putting it on. It's a fundraiser for Steve. All we know right now, and even Brian, I spoke to Brian, this is all he knows right now. It's going to be on April 1st at Riff's Bar. All proceeds will go to Steve. I could put his number in the chat here for everybody to see. I'm going to put it right now. You want to get in touch with Steve, you want to help, Brian. There it is. I put it in the chat. Everybody can see it. A fundraiser will happen in Steve's hometown in Swindon. Did I pronounce it right? Is that the British pronunciation? Swindon.
Yeah.
Swindon. How do you pronounce it, Tony?
Swindon. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, good. At Riff's Bar. Have you ever been there?
Riff's. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a popular venue, and people should get down there.
On April 1st, the bands have not been decided yet, but the show has. So that's bomb number one. Bomb number two is even bigger. It's an explosion. It's actually nuclear. On a nuclear level, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Not only, it's one thing to donate now, but we need a continuous revenue stream so the Grimmetts can get by. It's not going to be easy. This is our heavy metal hero, we'll call him, Steve Grimmett. And we're all out there waiting for a Millie, and she does say she's on standby. He's in the hospital, so they're just kind of prepping him and getting rid of his drips or whatever the case may be. She just sent me a message. I could read some chat messages if you like. Or I can see if there's
do that.
Tony, how much time you got, by the way? You got to get back. You got to go.
Well, I'm currently in a McDonald's on my way to see Walls of Jericho, Suicidal Tendencies, and Municipal Waste. As the guys say hello. So I've got about 5-10 minutes.
Okay, good. Don't worry. I think we're good. More donations, by the way, Tony. I'm getting donations as we speak here. They're coming in. So I won't read the donations. I won't read the donations.
The magazine Metal in the UK went out of publication at Christmas. So Christmas.
I'm kind of losing you there.
They couldn't pay this, and within a week.
Tony, I'm losing you. Tony, you might have to move to another area.
The funds up to about £85,000.
Wow, that's amazing. So I'm not sure who it was, but somebody donated 85. How much? Okay.
Yeah, we fundraised to pay the staff who were put out of work and before Christmas, and the funds got up to 85,000. I think it was still going up, but it wasn't.
Tony, I'm losing you. You might have to try to move over to another table.
Now we have support each other.
Tony, you got to move to another section. We're kind of losing you. But in the meantime, move to another section. Your Wi-Fi is breaking in and out. I'm going to read some more donations. So we have Joey Sibley just donated. I'll read the first names. I won't read the last names in case people are shy. Galel, and the message is, keep your head up, Steve. Sending you positive thoughts to get you through this tough times. Greeting from France. Galilei, I guess. And Christina, come back soon, Steve. Heavy metal. So, there we go. We got Millie. Let's just jump to Millie right away. Millie, what's going on?
Hey. Hi. You all right?
Hey. No, the question is, are you all right?
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Millie, can you tilt the phone so it can be rectangular? So it'll be widescreen. Perfect. That's good. So Millie, how's Steve? Quickly, an update.
He's okay. He's asleep at the minute. He's had 4 operations now. So he had yesterday he had a operation just to sort of clean the wound a bit more and open it up a bit and put a drain in there to hope try stop any further infections, basically.
Okay, when you said 4, I thought we were at 3.
Yeah, yesterday he had the 4th one, but it wasn't to remove anything, it was just to clean it up.
Okay, so has the infection stabilized?
Yeah, so far, yes.
Okay.
But what they've done is they've not stitched the wound up, it's still open, and they've got a drain in there. So they're hoping that might help to stem any infections.
What is the doctor saying right now? He's got to be there for another week. I mean, can he be moved?
Can he move? Yeah, he can move.
No. Can he be moved to like on a plane, like to back to UK?
No, not yet. No, I mean he can't fly until at least 10 days after a big operation anyway. So the earliest he can fly is this Friday. But I'm meeting with the doctor tomorrow morning to discuss how he's doing and recovery. And there's another treatment that they can use using oxygen. So we're hoping that we might be able to do that over the next few days as well, which could speed up the process of recovery.
Did the doctor say that, it's what happens if you have like a wound that's not healed and you go on an airplane? I mean, what are the dangers?
Well, you've got because of the pressure of the plane, you have risks of blood clotting and bleeding again, wounds opening and all that kind of stuff. So we have to make sure he can actually survive the flight, because in total, it's about 19 hours door to door, and we have to get 2 planes. So it's a grueling journey for anybody.
So I've been telling everybody to donate, and donations have been coming in ever since we started this. And Paula Hogan, she's done such a fabulous job at setting up that page. She's really, got a lot of credit to her. And as we're talking, the donations are coming in, and and I hope that makes you happy, and if it makes you feel safer, because it's tough being alone, right? It is. I mean, it's helped both of us. Now I'm here. Steve's, he's perked up a bit, and it makes me feel better because I can see him. Yeah.
But we're still alone out here. Yeah. When we've got the embassy, we've got the promoters, and Paolo's been great, but we want to go home. We want to go back to the UK, and he can have rehab there, and they can strengthen up his muscles and all that kind of stuff to get him active again quicker.
I know we lost Tony, by the way. I don't know where Tony went. It's not easy, getting everybody online at once. I'm just trying to see if you sent me any emails or anything. So is there any, I don't want to wake up Steve. I mean, he knows we're going to do this broadcast, this live stream. I'll tell you the first bit of news that you probably know already. It's a fundraiser, April the 1st, a show in Swindon in your hometown. So, we want to get, I guess not me, sorry, it's Brian Keane. He's looking for a headlining band. Like, you need a draw, right? You need a draw to sort of draw everybody in. And this is going to be on April 1st. So I think that's like the first announcement that people may or may not know, but I think it's important. So if there's some sort of name band out there, big band, you're willing to headline there, much appreciated. I want to give everybody the second bit of news, but at the same time, I don't want to wake up Steve. So it's what's it like? Is there air conditioning there?
Yeah.
Okay, so
thankfully there's air conditioning because it's very humid. It's their rainy season, so like last night it was just like a monsoon. I mean, I'm used to rain in the UK, but here it's just monsoon weather. But it's still very warm. Yeah.
And so everybody knows Ecuador is taken out, from the equator, right? I mean, the name comes from the equator, which is probably the closest point to the sun in regards to a landmass. At least that's what I think, right?
Oh, okay.
And that's why it's probably one of the hottest places or warmest or humid places there is.
Yeah.
You know, people could correct me from Ecuador on that, but what do the doctors look like? Do they look professional? What's the staff? I mean, have they been? Do you see the same sort of hospital service in the UK, or is it exceptional?
Yeah, I mean they're very friendly. They're very nice. Even though we don't sort of all speak the same language, we still have a laugh. You know, they're making Steve laugh, making him smile. They do what they can with what they've got. You know, they don't have the same resources here. Steve said to me the other day that when last week he was in a ward downstairs, and a gentleman by him unfortunately had heart failure, but they didn't have a defibrillator, so unfortunately the gentleman died. They did all they could, you know, pumping on the chest and breathing in his mouth, but they didn't have a, you know, the defibrillator like we do at home, which we just take for granted. You know, we've got them everywhere at home. You know, they're absolutely everywhere in all public buildings, but here you just, you know, there's very few of them. So they do what they can. You know, they are good. They've done a great job with Steve. They really have.
Okay, so I'm just going to read one message. I think it's a great message. God bless you, Millie. You're truly the strongest woman alive. Make sure you tell her this, mate. And I guess he's saying it to me to tell you. So there's a lot of people. Somebody's writing in Spanish, which I don't understand.
I'm back.
All right. So Tony,
Hello,
Tony, you're back. Did you have a cheeseburger there? He's in McDonald's, by the way.
Yeah, they threw a quarter pounder on me, and all hell broke loose.
So I guess Steve's sleeping.
Okay. Okay.
He's just woken up. Do you want to say hello?
I woke him up with my loud voice. Okay.
Oh, good.
Do you want him to say?
Yeah. We want to tell him one thing. I want Tony to say it.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to go around the side of the bed so I can sit next to him. Hold on.
Okay, no worries. Hi, Millie, by the way. Glad you're there with him.
Tony. Oh, hang on. Okay.
This is very touching, by the way. I hear the beeping in the background, and it just...
Yeah, we got all machines.
I feel like it's just, I don't know. It kind of makes me sad, you know?
Right, here we go.
Steve!
Jimmy!
What's going on?
Hey,
Buddy.
We got Tony Dolan on with us, too.
Tony!
hey Steve-O, how are you?
Recognize.
Hey, Rob.
Here, I'll put Tony on here so you can just look at him really fast. You can see his mouth.
Everybody is sending their best wishes to you. Right now, I'm about to go. I saw the guys from Walls of Jericho, Suicidal Tendencies, Municipal Waste for tonight's show. And they're all sending their best regards to you too, across the board. Everybody I speak to, everybody is sending you wishes, best well wishes, and supporting you. And there's lots of fundraising going on. There are lots of things happening. But Sy Keeler messaged me, and I was talking to Jimmy too, and he suggested maybe we do a song for you, a Reaper song, just to maybe help and get some funds going. So I ran with the idea. I ran out with the idea, and I've got Gary Holt, Ripper Owens, Doro, Pesch, Lips from Anvil, and the list is, I won't give you everybody, but the list is incredible. Everybody is going to come and sing a couple of your tracks. We're going to put it out as a 7-inch vinyl.
Awesome.
We've got Nick's going to come on too, you know, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, since we're throwing out names, let's just throw out a couple of more.
Well, yeah, we got Bobby Blitz from Overkill. Chris Tsangarides is going to produce it. I've got my company are going to press up 500 7-inch vinyls, all free. The artwork you're going to fucking love. It's a bit of fun. Yeah, everybody's throwing in, man, and it's all because you're a fucking star and you're a trooper, and we love you, and we're gonna do everything we can to help you guys. And it's our tribute to you. I'll send you the full list now.
I want to also mention like Neil Turbin doing a lot of work too.
Neil's knocking himself out.
He's all over it. There are so many people, so much love from, and we asked the artists, and they didn't even hesitate. They go, yes, I want in. Where's the info? How do I get in? How do I get in?
John Gallagher from Raven, Mantas, I mean, Joe Calgalossi from, Creator, Whiplash. We're waiting on Dave Lombardo, but it looks like he's going to give you the thumbs up. So, I mean, it's going to sound amazing, and it's all for you. It's all for you, for your career,
Steve,
for who
Steve,
you
give
are
us a statement. Give us a couple of words.
Couple of words. I'm very, very humbled, I have to say. And I didn't realise that, I meant so much to other people. And I've got no words for it other than thank you.
Amazing.
I absolutely love it. And when I'm out and I've got a new leg, I'm going to come and see a big party.
How did you feel when Millie came the other day?
Oh, it was such a relief to have somebody that I could talk to, because she's not only my wife, she's my best friend, she's my soulmate, and it made everything easier.
You're going to make me cry, Steve.
and the advantage is now you can have a proper cup of tea and she can make you a proper sandwich.
Yeah, well, we're still trying to get there with that. Yeah, the hospital food. If you think hospital food is shit, then this is really shit.
Steve, I mean, how are you feeling? I mean, are you? Is the pain? Is there a lot of pain? Or my grandfather went through the same thing, so I know what it's like. I've seen it. I don't know what it's like, but I've seen it.
I do have pain, but it's more or less where they cut it, and that's okay to deal with that because I've had back operations in the past, so I know that that's okay. The worst part is ghost limb, when all of a sudden my foot hurts like hell, and it's not there, and nothing to do about it, and so apparently that lasts for about 6 months. So that's the worst pain, and really I just can't wait to get out to start getting a new leg and getting sorted and getting back out there to see my fans, and obviously to thank all of you guys. And I want to do that personally, It's awesome what you've done.
I don't know many people, never mind rock stars, who would be lying in a bed with one leg in the middle of Ecuador without their wife and a bacon sandwich and still writing supportful comments to their fans on Facebook, still using their multimedia and saying, supporting. When Dawn and the other guy announced their new radio station venture, you were the second one under me who went, you can count on my support. And I thought, he's halfway up a mountain in Ecuador. Yeah. It was wonderful.
No, it is
an amazing person.
At the end of the day, I'm here because of my fans, because without the fans, it's the same for all of us. Without our fans, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And that's special to me. I always look after my fans. I mean, the night we did the gig in Guayaquil, we did the gig, and I collapsed on stage. Basically, I did most of the set on a chair, and when we finished, they sort of carried me to the backstage area, and I sat there, and the doctor there, he wanted to take me straight to hospital. I said, I've got to sign all the stuff. So we were there for about another hour and 20 minutes signing stuff for fans, and so right, we're done now, you can take me to hospital, because it's just really important, very, very important to me. And not only that, fans have been coming into the hospital to wish me their best, be present. But this hospital is guarded by armed guards, and they've stopped that happening now. But when I get to actually fly, try to fly, there's about 6 fans waiting outside. about an hour late because I'd left early, which is a real shame. So I'm hoping to get up in a couple of days and arrange something out in the garden to meet.
Brilliant.
You're cutting in and out, but I know what you're saying, and I think everybody understands. It's the fans have supported you. How did you feel prior to Millie being there and your band leaving? I mean, the band had to leave. I know what it's like to be in a hospital. It's like the loneliest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
But you're in a strange country, right? I mean, it's like, tell me how you felt.
It's locally, recently how I felt. Not being able to talk to anybody, really. I mean, the doctors and nurses are really trying hard. I'm trying hard to understand them. But we're mucking in and we're getting somewhere. But it's still not the same as having your loved ones around you. And that I treasure that.
Tony, are you still there?
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to ask Steve? I think we lost Tony.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Well, Steve, again, just to tell you that there's going to be a concert, a show in Swindon in your hometown. It's going to be by I forgot his name. It's Brian Keane, a fundraiser. I'm sorry?
Brian Keane.
Brian Keane, a fundraiser in your hometown, all at the Riffs Bar. I'm pretty sure you know where the Riffs Bar is. All proceeds will go to you. I'll put out the number. I can read some fan mail here that I'm getting. Millie and Steve, it's Don Bovitz from Westland. I'm so glad you're doing okay. Hope to see you again. Get well soon. Best wishes from Hugo. Matt, Tony, let's do this. Oh, that's for Tony. Here's from Finland. Get well soon. What an awesome idea with the vinyl. So, and yeah, and just to say it again, we asked the metal community or the artists that, and the bigger names are talking. We just asked them once, and they didn't even flinch. Yeah. They were asking us to be part of it. And it wasn't for fame. It wasn't to get their name out there. It's because they care. They just don't want somebody to help out.
Yeah, we do. I found that in this community of ours, we have love and respect for each other. And to be fair, I've never met any arseholes, and I've got Steve Grice texting me every day, and he's the ex-drummer from Onslaught, and he's worried about me, and he's losing sleep as well. Bless him. But yeah, this I really am, and I can't wait to get home, get better, and come see them and meet these guys. It'd be awesome.
So I'll just tell you the names quickly. Tony mentioned a few of them. We weren't going to say the names today, but I think Tony got so excited. Sy Keeler and Neil Turbin, they're working with Tony. Tony Dolan, I got to tell you, the guy is a monster. He's spearheading this whole thing, but there's a lot of like Neil Turbin and Sy Keeler helping out big time. And we got Gary Holt from Exodus Slayer, who's agreed. Again, I want to tell everybody out there that there's a lot of touring going on. So if one person says he's going to be on and he's not on, it's just because there was a conflict. I just want everybody to have the right expectations here. But Gary Holt has agreed. Bobby Blitz has agreed. Mantas from Venom has agreed. Lips, the man, he agreed. John Gallagher from Raven agreed. Marta Gabriel from Crystal Viper agreed. And Blaze Bayley, you forgot Blaze Bayley.
Really?
You got to love Blaze.
Yeah.
He didn't even flinch. And Doro. So, I mean, there's some pretty... I can't wait to hear the songs or song. I mean... You know what? I don't know how many more minutes you have, but I could bring on Neil Turbin.
Okay. As soon as we run out, we just lose you, I'm afraid.
Yeah, if we lose you, we lose you, and it's all good. and I'm going to bring in Neil, okay? Because I know Neil wanted to jump on and say a few words. It's just, let me try to bring him on here.
No. Yeah.
And just so you know, a big hats off to Brave Words, where Brave Words, they posted, this online stream so everybody could check out and support you. And I'm still getting donations. I'm seeing the donations pop up here. So please donate. We're at $10,500. I know the goal is $20,000, but it should be higher than that because there are a lot of cost to this.
Costs. That's a yes.
Now, Tony's telling me he lost me. He disappeared.
Okay.
So I'm getting Neil Turbin on now. And so Steve, you actually speak Spanish?
Sorry?
You speak Spanish? Any Spanish?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Aqua, and that's about it.
Yeah. Agua, water.
What's the word that they taught you?
Batol.
Okay.
That's something to pee into.
Oh, geez.
Pee-ball. Yeah, that's really important.
Okay, yes, it is.
We don't know an awful lot, do we?
But we're getting by.
Okay, here comes Neil Turbin. Neil Turbin wants to give some well wishes here. Neil, you there?
Hi guys.
Okay, so I'm not going to put the video on, Neil. I'm just going to put you on audio here.
Okay.
We're getting by.
Okay, here comes Neil Turbin. Neil Turbin wants to give some well wishes here. Neil, you there?
Hey
Hi
Neil.
guys.
Okay,
We got audio
I'm
and
not going to
video.
put the video on, Neil. I'm just going to put you on audio here.
Okay. Hi guys. Hi Steve. Hi Millie. I hope you guys are.
Neil Turbin. Neil Turbin wants to give some well wishes. I think we're getting a little.
Hey Neil.
We got audio and video.
We are getting a little.
Okay. Hi guys. Hi Steve. Hi Millie. I hope you guys are doing good over there, hanging in there.
Yeah.
Sorry for all this backwash from the internet.
Oh, Neil, I know what the problem is. Turn off the audio on if you have a second. If you have another. Are you there? Can you test?
I can reconnect. So it's
Reconnect.
Turn off the audio on if you have a second.
Reconnect. Oh, geez. Talk about problems. I was hearing myself over and over, and I wasn't saying a word. Jeez. So, what else is going on, guys? What else is going on?
I've lost a lot of weight recently as well. The jokes are coming in, of course, as well, especially for my family, because they are big practical jokers and all that sort of shit. So that's quite funny. The jokes are coming in.
Here comes Neil.
Especially for my family.
Neil?
Hey guys.
They are big. How are you, Neil?
Great to see you guys together, and
so that's quite funny.
I'm getting a audio from previous audio.
Yeah. How are you, Neil?
Great to see you guys together, and yeah, it's just I'm glad to see you guys together. I'm just glad to be part of trying to help in any way I can, and dedicated to trying to do what we can to help you guys out, because obviously this is something that's not a one-time deal. It's this is a situation going forward, so we want to do whatever we can to participate in trying to gather the troops, as I would say, and obviously Tony's spearheading it, and Jonas Hornqvist is helping us out too. He did some recording to help us get some guide tracks, so I want to give him credit. And he's in my band Deathriders and Bleed the Hunger, and with Tony's direction, I mean, we're pulling this together. So obviously a lot of artists are helping us along in the process, so we're getting those artists to collaborate on this project, and the idea is to perhaps have more than one song, but this is we've just gotten started on this, so I think there'll be more information, more things to give to the public and let everybody know. But I'm just very impressed that you guys are on a web chat at in such circumstances, and kudos to you, Steve, for being such a just such a great person to to give us hope, all of us hope for you, because I mean, this is a hard situation obviously to go through, and wow, I'm just blown away by the way you're handling it, and Millie being there with you. I mean, it's heart, it pulls at heartstrings, to say the least. And I think speaking for myself, I certainly want to do what's possible to help. And I think everybody out there, there's different things that they can do. They can hopefully be able to send different amounts of money based on if they have the money.
Yeah.
And those that do have. And in my case, I'd like to really do what I can to help bring in some more artists, to help with the tracks, and do what's possible to market or get it out there, get the word out, and keep this going on and on, so people are aware of what the situation is. And anyway, I just want to wish you guys the best. And working with Jimmy K and the Metal Voice, we're all about trying to help you and do everything that we can to make people aware of the situation. And it's a tragedy about what's happening over in the UK in terms of the insurance company. I mean, I don't know that anyone hearing that kind of information is so surprised to hear something like that, but it's a terrible situation as we hear it, that the insurance company's not backing you. But I'm sure that that's more of a personal matter, and it's a case by case, so it's really something that's probably not public information, but it's I can certainly understand the struggle with that. But anyway, just want to let you know that we're here to help in any way we can, Steve and Millie, and thank you so much.
I think we might have lost them, actually. I think we might have, there's only I think we might have lost them. I think there's only a certain amount of Wi-Fi they're allowed per day, 20 minutes, and they decided to use that 20 minutes for us. We might have get on, and I think we did lose them. I think you have a loop, because there must be more than one screen open. 20 minutes, and they decided to use that 20 minutes for us. So we're getting the loop. Wow, Liz, I sound great. But I think we've lost them. Their Wi-Fi is down. So I think you have a loop, because there must be more than one screen open. Yeah, you have two. You have two, a laptop and maybe a phone open. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I'm alone. It's all good. I'm gonna wait for Tony to get back on, and Neil, just to close it off. And just so you know, there's another donation from Matt Grimm. Sorry, I'm not rich. It's all good, man. But I want to give my little contribution to this great man of rock and roll. Thanks a lot for your music. Always rock me. And if you send your message right now, or you make a donation, I'll read out your message. I'll even read out some chats. Let's see. I tweeted Mike Judge asking if you could have Beavis and Butthead give Steve a get well. You there, Neil? I'll even read out some chats.
Yeah.
We're having a loop problem every time you join, my friend. But I think we pretty much Mike Judge asking if you could have Beavis and Butthead give Steve a get well. Are we there, Neil?
Yeah. Hang on a second.
Yeah. We're having a loop problem every time you join, my friend.
I've got my phone off, so nothing's happening here.
We're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to work on that, Neil. Anyways, I'm gonna close it off. Thanks for joining, Neil. I think we got all our points across. It was great to see Steve. He looks like he's getting better, and hopefully we get to see him soon. And we'll do another update with Millie and Steve, another chat, and keep on donating. Again, I'll put the link to the donations here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to type them in before we go off. Neil, say a word or two. I want to see if it's okay now. Getting better, and hopefully we get to see him soon. Yeah, no, there's a problem there. There's a loop problem. I think because you're probably watching on YouTube, you got to close the stream on YouTube and just keep the Google Hangout open. You know what I'm saying? Close the YouTube watch. All right, so everybody, if you have any questions, send them in. I'm going to knock off in about a few minutes. Again, there will be, one thing we missed. They're going to be a re-recording of Grim Reaper Song or Songs. So we're going to revamp the Grim, not me, but the artist will, revamp the Grim Reaper songs, the covers, and it's going to be amazing hearing all these metal artists, playing Grim Reaper songs. So it'll be pretty cool. Again, there's going to be conflicts. Everybody's on touring schedule, so some guys might say, yeah, we're going to do it, but because of the conflicts of tour, you know, one guy is in South America and the other guy is in Japan. You know, it just, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. The point is, most artists have said yes to it, and let's hope we get, you know, a lot of high caliber there. Anybody else have some questions before I knock off? I don't know if Neil is trying to get back on or not, but it seems to be a problem there. But anyways, everybody, thank you very much for watching this live stream on the Metal Voice. Stay tuned. And if you want to watch this again, all you got to do is come back to the channel. Just go to YouTube, type in the Metal Voice, and it'll be like right on the first page, and you could rewatch this whole segment. It's very sad. It's very sad. You know, diabetes is a horrible disease. You should also, you know, give money to so they can find the cure for diabetes. There's type 1, there's type 2, and everybody knows somebody who's affected in their family. I wish everybody well. Thank you for donating. Let me see if there's any last donations before I knock off. Oh, here we go. One last one. Juiced, Joost, rock you to health. Thank you very much for the donations. Continue giving money. We'll do another update. Maybe we'll do it in a week's time. I don't know. We'll just see how his condition is. Maybe we'll go back to Ecuador. All right, guys. Signing off. Thanks. Bye.